Good morning. This is At Home with Miss Joan, and it's that time of the year for me to put away my fall decorations and put out my Christmas or start decorating the house for Christmas. So I thought, well, this would be a good time for me to share with my YouTube friends a little box system I got, a little filing system that helps me put away the big things. You see, I always knew how to file the small things, A through Z papers, and I can go retrieve them in just a matter of minutes. But I'll tell you one thing, it was a game changer for me when I learned how to file the big things. And so I hope to share that with you today. And if you have any questions, I don't explain it clear enough for you, you can ask them down in the comments. But anyway, today I'm going to start out by just clearing off my dining room table. And I try to decorate, not a whole lot, but I decorate the entrance, my front door, my back door, and the little dining room area we have here that joins in with the living room. And the video lady, Jordan, is going to just spin around and get you just a little shot of what I do. We don't do a whole lot, but I like to decorate with each season: fall, summer, Easter, spring, Christmas, and patriotic for the summertime. So I have all of that stuff stored away in a box system that I'm going to show you today. And I also hope for you to understand that I can use it for anything, not just holiday decorations. Okay, so what I do is I have this little A through Z box here. And it's just an old recipe box. Now, you can put this on the computer if you want to. In fact, I have it on the computer. I still use my little box. It's A through Z, and it has a card in the front that's the index. Okay, now what I do is when I want to file something big, I get me a box, and if I was starting out brand new, I would number it box 1 probably. And of course my index is numerical, so box 1, we'll just say it is toys the kids don't use anymore. Then I would put box 1. I'd make me a little card that said kids toys, and it'd be in the K's, and then there would be a card that said box 1, kids toys. So if I got to thinking, whoa, what'd they do with those toys? They're wanting them again. I'd look under kids toys. I'd say, oh, that's in box 1. And it'll tell on the card where it's located. I didn't always have nice shelves in my outbuilding like I do now. It might say, oh, they're stored under the bed, or they're stored under the in the hall closet. You see, so you can do this with any size house that you've got, because I've been doing it ever since I lived in a little small house, and my house is not very big now. But anyway, today, because I am taking up my fall decorations, I've got out one of my fall decoration boxes, and I also have out one of my Christmas boxes, and both of them has items in it that I'm going to use to decorate my table for Christmas. But I'm going to take this up. So what I do here is I'd go to my little A through Z. I'd go, okay, fall decorations. I go and I see, well, I got 2 cards, so that means I got 2 boxes. What I do is I number my boxes, and if I just got 1 box, it'd say 31. But I have 2 fall decoration boxes, so I have an A and a B. Now the things that I need for this dining room table, I've already looked ahead here, and I see they're in 31B. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean off my fall decorations and pack them away in this video to show you how easy it is for me to flip over and change my table into Christmas. And you'll say, well, why did you pick box 31 here? Well, 31 is when Halloween is, okay? That's why I used it. It was just a little brain trick for me to remember. And over here, I've got my Christmas boxes. They're all numbered with the 25, which we all know Christmas comes on the 25th every year. So it's box 25, and I have several of those. And so they started out being 25A, B, C, and so forth. And right now I've got 11 boxes. That sounds like a lot for Christmas, but I used to have 20, so I'm slowly paring them down. That's my goal now. Okay, I'm going to start putting this away, and just because you don't want to watch me do every bit of this, I'll probably just pause the video, and then when we open back up, you'll see some of my Christmas. Okay, now all you can see that I've done is just clear off the table, try to save us a little time on the video, and it's all here in this box of 31B. I did think of something though, like I said earlier, everything's listed that's in my decorations, that's in 31B. I did buy something new this year, just one thing. So I did really good. I did fall in love with this little Pilgrim family here. So they're new, so they're not listed in my things from last year. So I'm just gonna add the family of Pilgrims on here. And also gonna write on the bottom that I used all these things in 2021. Every time I do the fall or the Christmas, I'll write at the bottom when I last used it, which I'm just down to 2 boxes now, so I'm using everything. This is the 2 boxes for fall decorations, but I did add my new Pilgrims, and so I'm gonna put them in the box. Alrighty, I use a pencil so I can always erase things because sometimes there's something that I don't want to use anymore. And one of my tips on this box system is it can be used for anything, not just your holiday decorations. When I started it, man, I started it with just everything. And one of the main things is our taxes. Okay, see my index here, it's numerical 1 through, I flip it over because it goes up pretty high. See, at one time it was 35 boxes. You can see that I've gotten rid of box 32 and 33. It's open for something new, so I'm purging them down. But anyway, this is my index. So if I couldn't remember what my fall decor was, I could read through all of this and say, oh yeah, it's in box 31. But easier is just use the alphabet, which is this A through Z file, and go to the F's for fall and pull out my fall decoration box. And like I said, write with a pencil. It really does help. I did put this on my computer. You can do it on your computer or on the yellow notes in your smartphone, however you want to do it, where you can access it from wherever you're at. If you want to tell your family, they're calling you and they're saying, where is the taxes? Well, okay, and you pull it up on your little phone file and you say, oh, it's in box 15 in the outbuilding, and they go out there and get it. So it really did help me. And so what I done was, you have to save your taxes for 7 years. And so I made me a 15 box, put 7 years worth of taxes in different bags or sacks in there. And then every year when we do our taxes and we take last year's that's in the office, we take it and put it in box 15. We pull out the oldest one, and that's when we shred it. So there's always 7 years worth of taxes in my box 15. I hope that makes sense. I didn't want to just talk about holiday decorations and you'd think, well, I don't know how else you can use it. You can use it for literally anything big that won't fit in a file folder, but that you want to file away. I've got just all kinds of stuff in here. Bible studies that I've taught, I've got some of them, the material filed away. I got some old stereo records. They're in box 27 that I just can't part with. You see what I mean? But I don't really need them in the house. Okay. Well, every box tells where it's stored. See my 31 fall decorations. It says fall decorations 31B is in the outbuilding. So on every one of my cards, it'll tell where they're filed. Well, when I started this, I didn't have an outbuilding. It might say under the bed or hall closet or in the guest room closet, whatever. So you can put it anywhere. I just put where it's located on the card. All right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how easy it is to get out Christmas and flip this table over, because you can see that I'm going to put out Christmas here. But the first thing that I do to plan my family Christmas is I go to my Christmas file, which I know that they're box 25s, and I pull out my cards. I'm going to move this over so you can see. And I look, and I have 11 of these cards. That tells me I've got 11 boxes or 11 things designated as a box. And I just go through them. And the same thing as the other boxes, it tells when I used it last. So box A, I used it last year. It says I used it in 20. And then you can tell here I brought out 25G today. All right. I'm looking through here, and I'm going to know how to tell Preacher to go to the outbuilding and which boxes to bring in and which boxes I don't want to use this year. Here's one that I don't want to use. Okay. Okay, here's some old plug-in lights for the windows. I done away with that, and I got me some battery-operated candles, so I'm not going to use that this year. And oh, I still treasure all my crocheted things that my mother made for the tree, but the tree is covered in them, and so I'm not going to get that box down this year because I have plenty of them already with the tree. And then here's my porch decorations. So looks like I'm going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes out of the 11. So I'll tell the preacher, well, okay, bring me, B, C, D, E, G, H, and K. And he'll bring them into the house, which he's already done, helped me because he knew I was going to shoot this little video. And so I kept out 25G, and let's see, here is the card on it. And it tells what's in here that I would like to decorate my table with. And I'm going to start doing that and pulling it out, and it'll show you how quickly that you can flip from change it into your fall dining room table into your Christmas dining room table in just a matter of minutes. Today it's taking a little longer because I'm explaining my box system to you, because I want you to know you can use it all year long. File anything that you want to file and retrieve it in a matter of minutes. Okay, I'm going to pause right here so you won't have to just watch me do all this, and we'll come back on in a minute and you'll see what all that I put out on the table. All right, as you can see here, we took everything out of this box, 25G, and we're finishing up the table. I kept that same little glass thing that I had out for fall, and we're just kind of finishing it up how it's going to look for this Christmas season. I still have a china cabinet and buffet and other things to do, but I just wanted this little class to be about the box system and how I use it for the holidays. I have another holiday box like my Patriot Audit box for summer. I know it's box 4 for 4th of July. Anyways, but one thing I thought about was I didn't tell y'all why I tape these boxes and mark them. So I tape it and mark it on the top, 31B. That way the lid, if it gets lost and unpacking, there it goes. And then I put it here, and I also put it over on this side too, because I never know how it's going to land out there in the outbuilding where I store them out. He's built me some shelves, and he put some on it, but it don't matter. He don't have to pay attention about which way they go because they're labeled here if it turns this way, or they're labeled here if it turns that way. So that's why I've got so much labeling on the boxes. And okay, another tip I thought of out of the boxes is I use the number 99 because it's way out there. I'll never get up to 99 boxes. If I do, y'all need to cart me away. But I use the number 99 to store my yard sale stuff in. So I keep some kind of box in the house all the time, or it can be for donations, but it's stuff that I don't need or want anymore. And so I label it 99, 99, like that. And it may be A, B, C, there may be several of them. But then I put all my yard sale stuff. That way, when I'm ready to have a yard sale, all I got to do is pull out my 99 boxes, and we're ready for a yard sale. All right, I just want to throw that little tip in there. And also, I'm going to make a video soon about my Christmas tree, because you may think, that gal has lost her absolute mind about how I do my Christmas tree. But I'm going to share that with you in a separate video about how I can have my Christmas tree up and ready, and we can sing around it if we want to in about 15 minutes or less. So that's a separate video, but I hope that you have learned something out of the box system today. I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I may have said it earlier, but just say some comments or questions down below if it wasn't real clear how I work my box system. That's not just for holidays, but for any time of the year that you want to file something big and retrieve it in just a matter of minutes. Thank you for joining in to At Home with Miss Joan.